Good morning, guys. Last night at around 11:30 p.m. I heard really heavy footsteps running by my tent, so I woke up, shined my light out the door, and just caught the tail end of what was probably a grizzly bear due to the size running down the road. So that made for an interesting sleep for the rest of the night. But today we got 33 kilometers of mostly road walking, except for some lakes kind of right at the end there, which is going to be really beautiful. But I started early because I want to get to the Boulton Creek campground, where I'm going to be having a 0 day and seeing some really awesome people. So I'm excited about that. A little ritual that I haven't shared with you guys yet. I guess it's a ritual, part of just one of my systems, is I brush my teeth as I'm starting the hike. So I have these little toothpaste tabs, screw them up, brush my teeth. I just keep my toothpaste and toothbrush right in this little side pocket here. Makes it really easy to remember and grab in the morning. And then after I brush my teeth, it reminds me to put on sunscreen, because I have my sunscreen right there as well. And I just use this bar from Neutrogena. So it's really easy just to wipe on. Definitely get the nose. I've seen a lot of thru hikers on their videos and stuff with super burnt noses. So important to get the sunscreen on right away, especially before I start sweating, so that it just kind of stays on throughout the day. And sometimes I'll reapply at lunchtime, but I haven't really been having to, and it hasn't been a problem yet. Some of you may not have come across my gear video for the GDT yet. If you're interested in all the gear that I'm carrying for this trip, as well as where I store it on my pack, then definitely go check out that video. I have links to it, as well as a bunch of other videos kind of about my preparation for the Great Divide Trail in the video description. You get there just by clicking the show more button or the little arrow next to the title if you're on a cell phone. I'm really excited for this 0 day tomorrow. A 0 day is just a day where you don't hike. So I'm going to be getting into this car camping campground at Boulton Creek tonight, staying tonight, and then tomorrow night, and not hiking at all tomorrow. And I'm excited because there's a lot of people visiting me. My girlfriend Steph, her parents, two of my best friends, Tom and John, and then Tom's little family. So there's gonna be a big group of us hanging out and having a great time. Some of you might be wondering why Steph isn't out on trail with me hiking the GDT, and it's a simple answer. She couldn't get the time off work. I'd love for her to be out here with me. We'd have a ton of fun. She's a big hiker as well, but just couldn't get the time. And I definitely miss her. It's been tough being away from her. We live together, so our lives are pretty entwined. And I was pretty emotional saying goodbye in Waterton as well at the end of our time in Coleman together. But something I realized, and this is kind of in line with yesterday talking about just being more in touch with my emotions and understanding them, is as much as I miss her, a lot of those goodbyes and the reason why they're so sad and for me is not because they're sad. It's actually because they're joyful, and just highlighted how much I care about her, how special our relationship is, and how lucky I am to have her in my life and her support while I'm hiking this trail. The gear of the day today is definitely these earbuds, some wireless earbuds to listen to music, audiobooks, and podcasts. Has been awesome on this road walk. Shout out to the backpacking podcast with Jeremiah and John. I've listened to a few different episodes from them recently. They've all been awesome, such entertaining guys. Definitely go check them out. To this point on the trip, I haven't really been listening to anything while hiking, just a couple times, but on these road walks, it's definitely needed. I just saw a human, and they smiled, and they waved at me. And then I saw this little side trail go off to get these awesome views of the mountains. So good little 30 seconds there. Two more cars just came down, probably coming from the campground up ahead. And one of them actually stopped, and I talked to them. I got to say, all good, just hiking the Great Divide. They gave me a thumbs up. That was special. It was 6 days out seeing another human. Actually, I'm a little bit concerned what I'm gonna be like around the big group that we're gonna have at the campground. Might be a little bit awkward or manic, who knows? But I'm excited to get there. I'll show you guys once we get to camp. Kind of, Steph's bringing me all of my car camping gear, or our car camping gear, and we're gonna sleep pretty comfortably in a nice big tent, have some nice car camping luxuries. So I'll share all that with you, and then tomorrow we'll go over some of my resupply day processes and any gear I'm changing out or that's broken. We can go over all that. Yeah, looking forward to just a day to regroup, stretch a lot, and rest. Not a bad spot for lunch. So coming up from Elk Lake, so we just had those beautiful reflections. We make it up to Elk Pass, and I'm pretty sure this is right on the continental divide. So water that lands on this side of me basically goes to the Pacific Ocean, and then water that lands on this side of me goes to the Atlantic Ocean, which is pretty cool. That's what the continental divide is all about. It is more of a separation of water than anything else. Water goes to different oceans depending on where on the continental divide, which side of it you're landing. Made it to the campground, but no one else is here. I thought I was gonna be a little bit later than some people because my left calf has been really tight all afternoon. And that was about 5 kilometers longer of a hike than I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, here we are, nice little spot. Spend the weekend. We have another campsite just down the way there, and I bought some shower tokens at the trading post, so I'll go down there and have a shower a little bit later once people arrive with my change of clean clothes. So everyone's arrived, got all the tents set up here, got our chairs. There's a fire ban, so we won't be having a fire. Steph and I are gonna be sleeping in there. I'll show you our sleep setup because it's pretty good. So I brought another quilt from Atlantic Equipment right there that I'm gonna be using, a clean one, so it's not quite as stinky. And then we have this big foam double mattress, and Steph brought me a pillow from home, which I am stoked about. That's gonna be one of the best parts. This mattress, super cushy, and then a pillow, gonna be awesome. We're just gonna hang out, enjoy the night, and then tomorrow I'll give you guys a run through of what my resupply is looking and any of the gear changes that are happening and kind of what we get up to during my 0 day.